You know, life sometimes throws you curveballs you'd never expect. My ex-wife, she cheated on me, with a guy in his 20s. She was in her 40s at the time. They met on a flight back from visiting her parents. They got seated next to each other, chatted, exchanged numbers. Apparently, their parents were part of the same social circle, so that was their connection. This guy, fresh graduate from our hometown, headed for an internship in the city where we lived. I even met him. Picked my wife up at the airport, and there he was. She introduced him, called him a fine young man, said it'd be nice of us to help him adjust to the big city. So we did. We'd invite him for lunches, dinners over the weekends. Took him to the beach with our kids. Sometimes, my wife went shopping with him or to movies I wasn't interested in. She even took him to parties at her friends' places, while I stayed home with the kids, feeling grateful for skipping events I didn't enjoy. This guy. Quiet, reserved, didn't talk much. I didn't think anything of it. But little did I know, they were sleeping together the entire time. Every chance they got. For 6 months. His internship ended, and he left. I figured that was the last I'd see of him. What I didn't know was they stayed in touch. The guy caught feelings, thought his time would come again someday. Years passed. We divorced, not because of cheating, but for other reasons. If you've ever lived with a narcissist, you'd understand why. I had no clue about the affair back then. After the divorce, friends filled me in on the full story. She was a master manipulator, covered her tracks well. And I, naive as I was, believed every word. She bragged to her girlfriends about the benefits of having a toy boy 20 years younger. One of them eventually told me everything. I learned they'd carried on even after the divorce. Apparently, the guy got bolder, sent me an email with her nudes. No text, just pictures. Some taken in our bedroom, some in the living room, some in what I guess was his place. Some were selfies, others were, explicit, from his perspective. I didn't respond. Didn't confront her. We stayed in contact for the kid's sake, but that was it. Turns out, he wasn't the only one. My friends made sure I knew about her other escapades too. By then, I didn't care about her anymore. What hurt was realizing how blind I'd been, thinking I had a partner, a best friend for life, while she was betraying me. That humiliation stuck with me. I worked hard to provide the best for her and the kids. And in return, betrayal by the person I trusted most. It's been years now. I've cleaned up the financial mess that comes with divorce. The pain doesn't go away, but I've learned to live with it. I'm stronger now, like the person I've become. The kids, they've grown up great and stayed close to me. Not so much with their mother. As for her, she continued her ways, always had one main partner, but slept around. Heard stories about her being in threesomes, about being bi. Then, her friend told me she was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Do I care anymore? No. Friends still try to keep me updated about her, but it doesn't matter. It's all in the past. I've moved on.